Hi everyone, we are here for the final of 2021. Is it? Or is it 20?
Yes, correct.
21st with the winner Gokiz. To congratulations, you are on fire recently. Three finals in a row.
Thanks.
And we will have a look at the game. Okay, so he started with sailing and city-states.
I had agriculture metalworking, which
Pretty
of course,
strong hand.
yeah, which of course I was happy
Yes.
with.
I mean, sailing city-state is not the worst, but I mean, here I would go with sailing. I don't know. Let's see what ssmoku did. Yeah, you went with sailing, so you went with metalworking. And so you went first. I presume you used metalworking.
Yeah.
Okay, found pottery. Okay, so ssmoku probably use. I would use sailing here. Okay, found masonry. Probably use it again, I guess. Okay, so how is your philosophy about? Do you usually share metalworking or?
I like share metalworking when I have some advantage on score.
Mm-mm.
So I assume it will be uh, uh, about the same. Of
Mm-mm.
course, sometimes it does not work this way, but in this position, I will not use it.
Mm-mm.
And overall, it's okay to use when you like have 10 points and opponent have 2 or 3.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In this situation, I would use it, of course.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and also if you have some information about how many cards
Yeah,
are.
yeah, and of course, yeah, if you control the deck, if you understand what is there, you can make uh, like a more precise decision.
Mm-mm. Okay, so here, what did you draw or? Let's see.
No, no.
Oh no, you shared. I see.
Yeah, this situation, I fire it, and the reason was I wanted to understand where is closing because if ssmoku would drew it, I would play like pottery or agriculture, and also I could draw into it, and probably that's what I get with share bonus.
Mm-mm. What card did you get as a share?
I believe it's closing.
Ah, okay.
Let
I see. Okay, so then.
Yeah, and with agriculture, pottery, code of laws and closing, I think I use that all cards that rest in one deck. It was with
Castles.
castles. Yeah.
Yes, so probably you didn't share, I guess.
Yeah. So I didn't play it anymore for the like beginning of the game.
So you met clothing, which makes perfect sense. Now, I mean, one is ssmoku here, maybe meld writing or sailing first and then writing,
Yeah, he will play writing
and maybe draw two now. Yes. Okay, that's having map making can be useful.
yeah,
So.
but I believe that uh, over the course of the game, my making will be like very slow play.
Mm-mm.
Let's see and then discuss it.
No, but like at least, I mean, if the other person has
It's
clothing,
good.
you're happy to see it, I think.
For sure. But let's discuss
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it later.
Okay, so you start melding all the cards you have. Okay, and then so now it's Smoku's turn. So I, from what you said, I presume he just meld map making and started using it.
The problem here is that I have code loss,
Mm-hmm.
and he knew that probably. I drew it with metal weapon. Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
he
right.
knew it, right? He
Yeah,
well,
and when I play closing in this situation,
yeah, you tied.
I can play it twice,
Yeah. Go to
and I
five.
will have five. I will have three crowns, and map making cannot take my last one,
Yeah.
and he cannot get first achievement and don't have any scoring card to score for the second one.
Yeah.
And at this point, map making doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe he could have waited also because the first use of map making just gave him 1 point.
Yeah.
And instead,
Maybe
if you had to use clothing twice, then he would have more to steal from. So maybe he could have used writing.
yeah, he could probably play more writing, and this way map making would make more damage. Yeah.
And also maybe he would be able to find a red and play it if he wanted to. Like if he like suppose if he plays writing and he finds say construction or road building, then one could play it, and then clothing wouldn't do anything. Of
Yeah,
course, we still have pottery, but um,
I agree. And also he would have two cards with castles, cities, and map making, and probably masonry would be
yeah. Yeah,
possible
masonry
play.
will also be an option at that point. Yes. Also, like as you said, like map making here. I mean, knowing that you had Code of Laws, then this was the only way it could play out, basically. Because you would use clothing, score 2 points the first time, 2 points the second time. So it was like it would have been better to keep sailing. And
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, so you do what we just discussed, and then so this stage, what can you can either play city states and steal some points, but then there isn't much.
He
Would
plays mysticism now.
yeah, but that's reasonable, I think. No?
Yeah, this situation it's okay.
But this is not. I mean, philosophy can be useful, and then presume
I,
as if
I, I,
you want
as
building.
far as I remember, and I think it's the best move here is melting road building.
Yeah, I think so. I agree. So okay, I mean, at this stage you're quite ahead in the sense that you have all scoring cards you might dream of, and
Yeah.
like, I mean, he might be able to steal clothing with road building, but then what does it? That doesn't do much. Like
It at least it would give at some point it would give him repeatable scoring way. Okay, let's move on. Right now, it's not
So
his
you
turn.
draw a two, and do you remember what it was?
Um, Let me check. Uh, I believe it didn't matter because I drew only
Use
for pottery.
pottery. Okay.
Yeah, let me check. Still, it was construction.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the only use of her construction here is to use pottery on it. Okay, so you got 2 more points. And what did you get?
Next card was monotheism.
And do you because here it could be interesting to know what was in your score pile, but like I think it's not so easy to do.
Um, yeah, let me check. It was mathematics.
No.
What else? Mathematics, fermenting, and currency.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a very strong position for you in the sense like you can score on the other person. I mean, you score faster and you have more time.
Yeah, we discussed about luck in this game in the end with ssmoku. I
Well, I
think
mean,
let's watch replay first and then discuss
okay.
because I believe that they will be on both sides. Of course, I was like more lucky in the end,
I
but
mean, the
in my
starting.
opinion, it's more about they did where I get really lucky, and at some point I believe I lost advantage,
Mhm.
and I could lose as well. But
Mhm.
let's see and discuss later.
Okay, so here, what does?
But yeah, right now I agree that my bot is amazing, and
Yeah, yeah.
I would not swap. And moreover, I will get the best possible card for me in the third uh, with the first draw.
I see.
I probably would not dream of it in advance. I would not plan such a combo. It's known combo, but still, it's something I start like planning only after I got it. And let's see.
Okay, so he gets calendar, which I mean doesn't really help here, I would say.
Yeah,
The sense that if
but
he
still,
uses you,
I,
you
I
you get 2 cards and like he gets 3. You have agriculture. Like I'm not entirely sure. Is it?
at this point, I would consider at least, and maybe he did. I would consider road building and taking closing
Mm-hmm.
because mm, at this point, he doesn't have a way to compete with my bot on score track, and closing would at least force me to draw more cards and make me slow. Maybe it's bad decision. Another option would be just melt calendar and score it with philosophy and simultaneously play several
Yeah.
decks.
Yeah. The problem here. I mean, he's really behind. I think.
At this point, I still have to play two more potteries.
Yeah,
Then
and play. Yes, that's true. But like, I don't know. I think playing calendar. The problem is it makes you much faster, because when you have a free in your hand, you can use
I
agriculture
can
to
play
store
agriculture.
it.
Yeah, I agree. I
And
agree. That's probably not the way to play it.
the other problem is, I agree, road building is a possibility, but then you are sort of sacrificing philosophy, which is
Yeah, you will probably. Okay, let's move on.
so his plays, score 2 points. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't achieve yet the first one, so
Yeah,
it
so now
would
you are forced to.
take me five turns. I mean, 5 actions to achieve the second one. So two more pottery and melt and two achieves. So probably there were possibilities to get the second achievement, maybe the third. It probably should be calculated more precisely. Let's skip this part.
In any case, you do pottery, get back the same cards you had, and then you achieve, I presume. Yes. So Smoko still not in great position. So I presume he draws. No.
Now,
Okay.
this is like one of terms I didn't understood
This is,
because
yeah,
once more he open map making play,
yeah,
but
but it's
it's
the wrong number of
the only card.
yeah.
He don't get 10 points with it, and I didn't like put back because I don't need this one to achieve the
Yeah,
second
yeah,
point, second error.
yeah. You now just, yeah. This is basically a waste of 2 actions. Okay, and then you get education. Yes, okay.
Yeah, and at this point, there are crazy combos with education.
Yeah,
You can basically draw 2 fours or 3 fours, score them with agriculture. So these 3 5s,
yeah,
draw 2 7s,
yeah. But I mean, yeah,
score 2 8s, and draw 10.
yeah.
And probably it would be better than what I did. First I score more 3 pointers and then start something similar. Yeah,
Yeah, but I
but
mean, here you have the option you just described, which is to go up. But from here, I think it's reasonable to try to close it at 6, in the sense that like you can just score
yeah,
a bit to
and
achieve.
so I'm sorry. I agree that it's reasonable just to go to 6 and just score, but the game turn other way. And can you imagine that Smoku was the upper player on the ages, because agriculture education combo is like the fastest or one of the fastest
Yeah,
you can get, but but I was like
behind.
behind.
I see, I see. Okay, so at this point, Smoku, I mean, either he draws or he uses writing, but that are the two options, I guess.
Yeah.
So which I'm not sure it's a good idea. Like personally, okay, so now he probably plays paper, I guess. Yes, this is reasonable. And okay, here you probably achieve, I guess. Or you use pottery just to score more?
I probably use pottery.
yeah, I mean, at the moment there was no way.
Yeah, at this point, I'm keeping in mind that this game can finish uh, by score by
Bring.
drawing 11. I mean, and he don't have any option to score right away. So
The only thing here, the danger is, which by the way makes play on of city states very bad. Like if from this position he could find perspective with
yeah, yeah.
philosophy still in play, then scoring is not an option anymore for you, I think. The sense that like he can draw a lot with paper if he manages to find perspective among the fours, then scoring for him becomes much more cost efficient.
Yeah, I agree.
So he of course plays. Okay, nice. Okay, so what does it do?
Yeah, if you thought that agriculture education is fast,
Okay. Is it like printing press when he finds a? Okay, so of course he plays both using road building. Yes, this makes perfect sense. He doesn't swap. Okay, nice. And also this is nice because he has the crown advantage suddenly, and like enterprise can be used to steal things if you decide to go up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So suddenly, yeah, sort of a not as nice position. So you more pottery, and you achieve two.
Yeah, and probably this was not the right play. I mean, achieving.
Mm-mm.
But I was like, I plan to play education twice.
Mm.
Maybe something will go wrong. And yeah, when I see this printing press enterprise, I was like worried. But it's not all. We will have like a nice roller coaster.
Okay, so does he play Atomic Theory? Yes. Okay, and so here potentially you could use metalworking just to get rid of that one, I guess.
Uh, I mean, what like the fastest way to get to the 10? Did you know? Because probably it's one of the fastest. It will there will be one or two suboptimal turns,
Mm.
but overall card combination was like really interesting. And it's like a way to play in the situation we got, because the beginning was quite in my favor,
Yeah.
and high variance, high risk chance, but it's not like really high risk, because it was optimal chance without really it just turned out that they were also very high roll, I would say, on the outcome.
Okay, so here what do you do? Like you I mean, did you use education now or
Yeah. At this point,
no education? Mhm.
I am worried about, of course, his tempo,
Yeah.
and at this point, I didn't knew should I uh, like speed up and play one more educations that would
Mhm.
leave me
Yeah,
without 15 points. Maybe it was like the right call,
yeah.
and in retrospective, the second point was also not mandatory achievement. I could skip it as well.
Okay, so
I just wanted to know your opinion. What is the fastest way, and what
I
should
mean,
be the next
I
cut?
think the thing I would be most worried about, maybe even more than electricity, for me it would be evolution.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe it would be it no no. You know that electricity returns
Yeah,
atomic
yeah,
theory.
yeah. Put printing press back in play. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, that
and
is.
it's really wonderful
Yeah,
combo. I really like this row of events. It's
yeah, yeah.
just
Yeah,
crazy.
also, he gets for. I mean, there is a small problem because you could have machinery in your hand.
Yeah, yeah, that's
like
true.
electricity
Yeah, and
now
he
is sort
probably
of
yeah, and he probably most definitely played around this. Yeah, I agree.
so he does it again. Oh, okay, explosion. This is also
So explosive basically
killing card.
allows him to play electricity next turn because uh, he would take back most of the
Yeah.
cards. But maybe it would still be scary for him to play because I have agriculture. I would. No, he drew three eights. So if I
Yeah, he
meld
can
and
steal all of them.
machinery, he will just take them all back.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
with the right, yeah, yes, I agree. Yes, no, this is a very nice event, I think, for him, like to get explosive.
yeah,
Okay, so at this point, you
yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he is playing around machinery, which I
Mm-mm,
didn't get,
mm-mm.
and yeah, that's why he didn't play electricity right away. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
But in retrospective, he would draw one more card with electricity right away, and that will would give him a purple card, which he can play and play printed press and be in 10 era.
mm,
Like maybe it's the fastest possible way, except the opening and except the beginning.
uh,
After paper, it was like the perfect.
yeah, it was pretty fast, let's say.
Yeah, okay.
But I think explosive here. I mean, if you do use atomic theory and you get explosive, I think you're pretty happy because this
Yeah,
sort of shields you from machinery. So like, but
maybe like of course it would be great lightning or something else to be
or
able to. No, lightning is under
because
the.
of hmm?
Lightning is he's behind in the leaves, so
Yes.
probably he would not be happy. But something to score is would be great, and probably he was looking for this.
Mm-mm. And for control, I think explosive is quite nice, like for controlling
Yeah,
what's happening. Okay, so you got education, you return a 3, you get a 5. And so right now your idea is agriculture 6, education 8, I guess.
yeah. Education aid, draw two aids, agriculture and education to end. But yeah, it's long
Yeah.
perspective, and everything can go wrong.
Also, yeah, like right now you have to, yeah, yeah. So you use agriculture, you get a 6. And now, presume ssmoku use electricity, of course.
Yeah, and this is one of terms I didn't understood. I didn't understand. I don't get why to melt antibiotics here. Maybe mobility or corporations would be more interesting here, I think.
Well,
So maybe he
I mean,
just didn't.
mobility jeopardizes explosives, which I mean, he's still probably thinking of machinery, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay. It's play around machinery. He have to melt something,
Yeah,
and he don't afraid that he will be behind on fabrics.
yeah,
So it's yeah, I see.
yeah. Maybe if I had to choose, maybe I would go with corporation, but just because antibiotics he will never use for sure. Like, there is no way antibiotics get used in this position.
Yeah, I can see it's play around machinery. After this turn, he will understand that I don't have it because I would
Yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah,
take this 8.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so agriculture. Oh wow.
Yeah. It was like his decision. I mean, he returned to once with printing press, and I knew that top deck of third was with castle, second without compass, and third with because I return all of them with pottery. So I was okay that he like score extra 3, and this is the situation I talked about in the beginning, that I'm okay to play metalworking when you have an
Yeah, yeah, of
advantage
course.
in score.
But here you didn't use education because you didn't want explosive to works, basically.
Yeah, I didn't want let him to play explosive without drawing 7. And also I just wanted more cards, maybe to score later with agriculture, because I'm close to like
Yeah,
30 points, and just achieve
yeah.
all the rest cards.
Okay, so what does Moko do here? Draw, I guess. Okay. Okay, so I presume empiricism gets played. Yes. Wow. It's pretty fast. Okay, so now you use education, you get an 8.
I got skyscrapers,
Okay.
and it will cover my agriculture.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not sure. Maybe I should play one more education when I drew 5s.
yeah.
He had explosive, and
Explosives, yes.
yeah, it was like deciding factor why I didn't, because right now I can't play one more education and draw another 8.
So you
That's
use
the problem.
agriculture to get a 9, or oh no, you played it. Oh, I see.
No.
You just
What
played.
will I do with 9 in score
No,
pile? I
it was
don't.
just if I was just thinking, like, if you want to keep the possibility of going beyond 11 to draw an 11, um, you cannot keep skyscraper in your hand. So the only options are either you play it, or if you don't
Yeah,
if you don't
and
want it, you score it.
Yeah, I just don't see any option to score another nine or anything. I block my education with this nine in six in score pile. I don't have any way to go up in
Yeah.
the decks, and it will just block everything for me. So yeah, I play
I mean,
skyscrapers
you could get
and
the 9 and just use education again and hope for something you like more, but yes.
yeah, and skyscrapers surprisingly were like with crown lead, and when he plays printing press, like six outcomes out of 10
Mhm.
were with clocks.
Mhm.
But okay, let's move on.
Okay, so he gets a 10.
Yeah, he gets globalization, and this turn I cannot understand. I don't understand why he didn't play globalization because I have five leaves.
Yes.
Uh, he
And
has uh, less. So he can play basically two times globalization next turn, and at this board he would win. I had reformation in my hand, and I could play skyscraper. I could play reformation, play yellow card, and attack medicine. This was the third card in my hand, the three. And I would not lose on this special win condition of globalization, but still he would have a nice board, a
mm,
way to score multiple times, and from this point he would probably could win it by printing press into purple cut or something else.
but like,
So
is it possible that he thought, okay, I don't play globalization now. I just wait for next round and I can like who chooses? I know because you have to return, so you would yeah, like next round he was probably thinking I can play globalization. Um, you
what else he like achieved with this keeping in hand of globalization? He forces me to play still Reformation,
Mm,
because Reformation I was afraid of bioengineering.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Ah, okay,
it
I see,
would
I see, I see.
it would
Ah, so
win.
you played it anyway. I see, I see.
Yeah. So, I still don't understand corporations. Maybe he did want to play mobility later or something. Yeah, of course, skyscrapers restrict his options on high error cards,
Mm-mm.
but still, globalization would make me in a really uncomfortable position here.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, it would be interesting to know what Smoke thought, but yes, if he played globalization, then he could get some points. I mean, it is true that you are still ahead on scoring, so. But yeah, like the special win condition could be used.
Yeah, but at this point, as also I don't have agriculture.
Yeah, yeah,
Pottery is slow down with printing press.
yeah.
Clothing does not work. Metalworking does not work. So I don't have any option to score and win by achievements.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, you're still 8 points away from winning, right? It's not.
Yeah, probably
Use
just
metalworking
pottery.
again. You can
Or,
use
but
woodworking.
once more time, globalization would stop pottery,
Yeah,
unlike
that's true.
corporations.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so when you play Reformation, yeah, okay.
And this is the turn that really just finishes the game right away,
Yeah,
and it's really stupid. I mean, the outcome, not his play, the way it turned out, because if he would still have explosives, he can just take two cards and
yeah, yeah,
keep and give me one. I cannot play quantum theory agriculture right away, and he probably have some way
mm,
to stop me later. Not sure. Maybe it was over already, even without flights and just quantum theory. But these exactly two cards and exactly this
yeah, yeah. This is
it was unfortunate for sure.
yeah. So yes, and then okay, he
And second, he didn't already have anything at the second action, so it was already pretty determined.
yes. Well,
So
so
so yeah,
I disagree with Smoku. I think this was a fun game. Like,
yeah, I like game. I like how he find it a way to turn it other side, because with the beginning that I had it always like one-sided games. Still, it was really competitive. At some point, it was at least equal. So when I had melt skyscrapers, I didn't have any straight way to win right away. It was some more chance to find something and to change somehow the position on board. Globalization is something I didn't get. Why
yeah,
he didn't
maybe
play?
because also like the problem is like globalization gives you a way to win immediately, basically, and it would gain him some points. Of course, you have to be a bit careful not to trigger it when you are behind on points, but like you're still in age 10, and like corporations was sort of dangerous because it was putting agriculture back in play and giving you an 8. Of course, this is
Uh, with globalization on board instead of corporations,
yeah, yeah.
and he could activate it twice, take closing and
Well, you
pot.
would decide what to give, right? So
Um, okay, yeah, I agree.
but yes, in this
I
case
would
you
I
would.
would probably give him closing and pottery, because I had to save reformation and play it to play my yellow cards. Other way, I didn't have any way to defend against
I
his
yeah,
threat to win
yeah.
next turn. So he would score to 32 points. It would give him a lead, and he could from this point he could score
Yeah, he would get 12
more.
points. Yes, and
Yeah,
he would
he
get
could
24.
try to find. He could try to find purple card in 10 deck. He could achieve 5 and 6 just to prevent and buy
Yeah,
achievements from my side. So it was some more chance to play here. Yeah,
yeah, he went
but
for the risky way, and like
sure. Yeah, and it's probably, it's probably about your um, subjective game perspective, because he thought he's far behind,
Yeah, yeah,
and but in fact this agriculture cover by skyscrapers really changed how the bot could be evaluated, and especially with globalization in hand.
yes.
I thought when we played, I thought that he had something with a clock, and that skyscrapers prevent it from play. But in the end, it's just about refreshing attitude to game that was like really one-sided for a long time. At some point, you should just
Look at it again and reassess.
yeah, just play from current position, from the point, and try to find the best option. Yeah, and overall, I would say that the game is really interesting, but unfortunately, it end like very quickly with this quantum theory.
Mm. No, but it's like I think this is personally like at the beginning. I think Smoku made a couple of mistakes with, as you said, map making. That was sort of knowing that you had code of laws. There was no way he could get age one, and so he lost some chances there. But then when he used paper and found he had with paper, he found both printing press and
Yes.
enterprise.
So in to sum it up, you probably want tools into paper. I mean, you need something to display, of course, but still paper into two cuts with printing press and purple ones, and
So,
atomic theory into
yeah.
electricity, into uh, empiricism, and opening printing press brings you to the 10th deck. Like my take is that it's probably the fastest way to get there. I didn't check any forums. Maybe some geeks already solved this, but it looks to me that it's very fast consequence.
Yeah, there is one way in which I think it also ends very quickly is if you have agriculture education, you get a six. The six is
Machinery, machine
machine
tools.
tools. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Also, it works with chemistry quite well.
Yeah.
So if the first card of five deck is chemistry, you draw it from two threes. You melt, you make two six, take eight in hand, meld it, and make two nines with chemistry, and just finish the game with education. Yeah. Yeah, overall, thanks for discussing. It was interesting.
There is just one question that I usually ask
Yeah,
people.
sure.
What is your favorite card?
Oh, what is my favorite card?
Like I ask because I think usually the favorite card says something about what one um, finds more important in the game. So
I think it's I don't know in the base game, maybe paper. I don't really like cards like pottery.
Oh, really?
because I think they are quite boring, but simultaneously they are the strongest one. Like pottery, battle work in closet, it's like three key cards. But I overall I like to play control games with. Ability like to control opponent's hand. I like machinery. I like, uh, but at high level base innovation,
Mm.
uh, pottery probably is the strongest card I knew about. So I will go with it. I
Mm.
don't enjoy this kind of games the most, but yeah, it's like the most important card probably that wins the most amount of games. So I go with it.
Okay. Personally, I like call a lot, um,
Yeah,
because
I can see why.
like it gives a lot of options. Like you can
Yeah, yeah,
score, you can play, you can rearrange your board if you need a card that was called.
yeah. I can see what you mean with what how cards describes people. It's like Johnny Spike, Toby archetypes. Yeah, you
Sorry,
know
sorry,
that.
say it again. I couldn't.
It's archetypes from Magic's Gathering,
Yeah, yeah,
Johnny,
yeah. I see.
Spike, and Tommy kind of players. And Cole, I would say, is a very Johnny type because it allows you to have multiple options. You can like set up as color your deck with uh, um, even number of cards and then
So,
score all of them and reveal some six or something
yeah, yeah, yeah,
from
yeah.
it. Yeah, I enjoy, of course, I enjoy such aspects of innovation. And I agree that it's a cool cut to tinker with. Yeah, but it it's really a high level card, like fifth epoch, and it does not come every time.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
of
No,
course,
like to just to clarify, I didn't say what's the strongest card.
yeah, yeah. Also, I would say that another card I enjoy very much is road building
Mm-mm.
because it also have a multiple applications.
Yes.
It can return you to H race. It can control opponent's board. It can just develop your own board. It can utilize your draw mechanics. So yeah, probably road building is another card that I enjoy very much
Mm.
in this aspect.
Mm. Okay. Well, concerning the scoring for the other tournament, you are approaching the. Can you see the file?
Yeah, yeah, I can see.
So and so you're currently, where are you? 20th.
Yeah, and what is like
So it's 16. So you need like at the moment like 50 points.
that's cool. What is the like line deadline
Well, yeah,
for this
for sure,
game?
um, the monthly tournament counts, and there you already have 40 points, I think. And
Uh, I believe I have more. Can you check? Because I am already in semifinals, and you said that it's
yeah, so
counts.
semifinal, if you so for winner is 250.
Yeah.
For second place is 100.
Yeah, I see.
So,
Okay, and semifinals is
so if you
46.
win the semifinal, I think you are in for sure. And
Okay.
and then there is one more. I think the 22nd is still, you're still in it. Let me just check. So I think you have very good chances of.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Good to know.
And let's so because so yes, so 2022, you are currently in semi-final.
Yeah, and I am waiting of your game. By the
Yes.
way, we can meet again.
Yeah. And yeah, so if I think you have good chances. And for we will start another one on. There is another tournament that starts, I think, next week, I guess.
Okay.
But
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure. It depends when it ends because.
Okay. So basically, it will be like a deadline when the monthly tournament ends, and everything before it counts,
Well,
and after.
so my idea was anything. I think it depends. Like if it starts on the 21st, and if it ends quickly, I will count it.
Okay,
If it takes 1 month to finish it, my idea was.
I can see.
But yeah, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much for taking the time. It was a fun discussing with you.
Yeah, thanks. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you for your time and your streams overall is really fun, cool. And one thing I wanted to suggest, I don't know if it's really will be interesting for a lot of us, but for me definitely. Would you? Maybe like choose some best games over the year maybe and like overview of these games or something. So basically I enjoy your channel, but there are like very much of different videos,
Yes.
and maybe you could make some, I don't know, overview or something that people can just
I got like a
enjoy.
suggestion of which games are the most interesting, something like that.
Yeah, maybe just like the top 5 games from your perspective, or maybe from community perspective. Ask Arika and guys what did they enjoy through the year.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah. Very cool.
could be a nice extra video
Yeah, yeah.
at the end of this.
I like to have a video to say, oh, these were the 5 games, and like to say what happened in the games, or just to suggest them for watching, or like have a
Uh,
summary or.
I don't know. Maybe it will be not so interesting for people to know the outcome.
Just to say,
I
watch this one, watch that one.
Yeah, maybe you can describe some like events, like a crazy fission with with monotheism prevailing, or something. I don't know, but I mean, it
If
would be
you.
interesting way to like. I mean, it's great for us geeks to watch more games and more thoughts about deep thoughts about overall course of and different decisions,
Mhm.
but so maybe some more innovation players would enjoy just uh, the top watchable crazy games. I don't know. Maybe it would
Yeah,
be interesting.
if you want to watch one which is really fun, it was I think Tamesia versus Smoku.
Yeah.
That's really enjoyable. Like if
Yeah,
you,
you see, you have such rememberable, like memorable games in your head.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe a couple more, and ask, I don't know, Block Monoid or Taigai, what did they enjoy through the year, and maybe it will be a nice material for a video. But it's up to you, of
No, no, no.
course. If
Thank you for the suggestion. Actually, I like one thing that I was planning to do was once we have 16 players that make it to the tournament, I wanted to have a an interview with each of them to say more or less the same questions I asked now, like for how
okay.
long have you been playing innovation, and like what's your, do you play the expansion, something like this, just to get to know each other a bit more. Because for me, like I'm hearing in I moved to Korea a couple of years ago, and I don't have many friends here, and so for me,
Yeah, I can
like
see.
innovation is a way also to.
I have moved to Uzbekistan a year ago. I'm from Russia, and I can see what you mean because at least in my case it's better because most of local citizens are talking Russian,
Mhm.
and in your case it's harder to find people who like think in your language probably.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, there are some. Well, also, it's an issue of finding people that have same interest in the sense that,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
like
I,
I cannot hope to find somebody who plays innovation here. Like it's.
Actually, I didn't bring innovation here, and I had like a base set in Russia, and we played with my wife like 1,000 of games, I believe, from 2010 or something like that. And she also plays on site right now. But we didn't bring. We brought some other games like Terraforming Mars, etc. And yeah, we cannot find anyone who would like to play with us. Okay, okay, I have to go now.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
sure.
you for
But thank you
the
for
time.
finding the time for the stream, and thank you for.
Sure, sure.
See
Thank
you in
you.
the
Bye.
next one. Bye.
See you.